What up, everybody? Charles here for HumbleMechanic.com. Scott had sent me a really interesting question. He actually kind of had two questions. He just moved into a shop foreman or leadership role in his shop and was having some struggles with that. And boy, man, don't I understand how that goes. Scott, that's actually a question for a much longer in-depth show, so be on the lookout for that. The other question he sent was a question about sort of reliving the jobs that you had done earlier in the day, whether it was something simple like, did I tighten that, oil drain plug bolt, or I rebuilt an engine and now I'm going through all the things that I did on the engine, wondering, did I torque that connecting rod bolt? Did I route the harness right? Did I clip the coolant line in all the way? Thinking about this hours and hours and hours after the job was done. And my initial thought, Scott, was, dude, I'm the wrong person to ask because I am terrible about these kind of things, reliving these jobs over and over again, waking up in the middle of the night, thinking about, did I tighten that bolt, and hoping the car's still there when I get back and didn't come back on a tow truck. The other side of that, though, basically, I understand, and I feel like, when you're that type of technician, it really shows that you give a damn about what you're doing because you care and you want to make sure you're doing the job 100% right. The other side of that is, I think what might help you is making sure you have a routine for most of the jobs that you do. A good example is on an oil change, I have the same exact procedure every single time, no matter what. So I'll take my wrench off, I'll break the drain plug loose, I'll take it out, I'll set my wrench on the oil drain bucket, and then let the oil drain, put the drain plug back in, tighten it down, and then instead of putting my wrench back on the oil drain bucket, I'll put it back in my roll cart. That way I know if the wrench is on the oil drain bucket, the drain plug's not tight. If the wrench is put away, then I'm good to go, the drain plug's tight. Little things like that during a job will really help you to remember that you did these steps. But I gotta say, man, this is something that I really do struggle with. I'm trying to work hard to get better at it, but for me, I feel like I'm always going to be that technician that runs through these jobs over and over again, no matter what. Even if it's a job that I've done 100 times, there's always going to be one or two times where I question, did I tighten that bolt? Did I route that harness right? Did I clip that coolant line in? And, as time goes on, you're going to do it. You just do it kind of without thinking, and that's sort of another issue that pops up, is that you do it almost subconsciously, so you don't really remember doing it, but you actually did it. So, Scott, man, I hope that helps. Don't worry, you're not alone. You're not nuts. You're not too neurotic on the things that you do and reliving these jobs. It just says to me, man, that you really do care about what you're doing. So, great question, man. I really appreciate it, guys. Don't forget to keep sending me these questions. Charles@HumbleMechanic.com. Put question for Charles in the subject. Be sure to check out the quick videos playlist on YouTube that'll have more questions just like this one.